asked how it all started, I always tell that it all began that day when we went to Botanical Gardens. We, meaning yours truly, and two of my friends. Whose idea was it to visit the abandoned station? Who persuaded the others to go? I always tell them that I don't remember. I always lie. It is a safe lie. Or there is no way to ascertain the truth. Both Vitaly and Eugene are dead now. The massive airlock doors shrugged and opened with a grinding sound, opening a road to hell for us and a road into the metro for the demons. But in fact it all started that day when Mother said we should take a walk in the Botanical Gardens and go there by metro. I remember how we took a short escalator to the surface, how we exited a spacious glass pavilion and saw a street buried in green. I remember the smoke clouds moving across the limitless sky and soft, cool wind on my face. Mother bought me an ice cream. That was the last time I tasted it. That day humanity was executed. The righteous and the sinful were called to be rendered according to their deeds. And we hid from God's sight in the metro. And we were saved from his wrath. And he apparently decided that flushing us out wasn't worth the trouble. Then he went about his business, or perhaps died, while we stayed on this used up and discarded earth and continued just going with it. Going nowhere. I remember so many random, unnecessary things. Yet I don't remember the most important one. My mother's face. She died very soon after the war started. All that remains of her is that day in the gardens. How I wished I could recall her face. The way she looked at me. The way she whispered that I have nothing to fear. I'd sell my soul just to recall that. I'd do that any day, any time. And I did.
Alright, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to, a little Metro Last Light. You see it here. I did get this requested to me not long ago, and for any of you that watched the final or the finale for Outlast, I did mention near the tail end of that video that I was considering putting this up here. So this request came from Shrouded Gamer several months ago. I really didn't have space in the, the daily lineup of videos of content on the channel to do this then. But I picked the game up since then, and I thought, you know what, I've got some time now, why don't I do this? So, we saw the intro leading up to it. I did spend, I don't know, maybe 25 minutes with the game, just getting my controls set up. I have played Metro 2033, but it was a while ago. I played it on live, and it's all a bit of a blur. I mean, yeah, a few memories got jogged when I got in here and played the opening chapter, I guess, of this game. And, yeah, so I guess we're following a specific timeline. Kind of, it's shortly after the last game ended. I think we're still this Artyom, I think that's who we were in the last game. And, basically, we are looked upon as this one that can communicate with, I don't know what they're called right now. I can't remember the mutants. The critters in the game, yes. Or we can withstand their gaze, their hold that they have on humanity. I don't know how to describe it exactly. Again, my playthrough of the previous installment it's a bit of a blur, a bit of a haze. Anyway, let's get this rolling. I think I did take a look at this Ranger mode, but I think I'm just going to go with original. I don't want it to be too much of a grind trying to get through this, but I would like to play it. I would like a bit of a challenge, so I'm thinking maybe hardcore is the way to go here. Recommended for experienced FPS players. Well, I have been around the block a few times. Every encounter presents a serious challenge to your skill and tactics. Ammo and resources must be jealously guarded. success cannot be guaranteed. We'll give it a shot here. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Yes, I would like to overwrite. And I think I have my buttons set up the way I'd like it. How's that looking? That looking good for everybody? Good, I hope so. It's actually, it appears to be a little too dark at
came
times.
much later, from the garden's direction. The Dark Ones, huge,
The
towering
Dark
a full
Ones.
head over the highest man.
That's what they're called.
Nightmarish creatures, creepy as a man turned inside out. Monsters born to destroy us. The word was they were incredibly strong and unnaturally evil. That with bare paws they could tear armed men apart. That's all lies.
Oh, good lord.
Truth is even scarier.
Alright. The truth, after playing this, the truth is much more frightening. At least in this instance.
Well, I used to live nearby. Before the war, I mean, up there. I was on the train when it happened. I tried calling my family, but couldn't get through. What the?
So I don't know what we're doing down here. Some sort of distant outpost, perhaps. We're about to be tested.
Shit! Shit! What's going on here?
Hold strong, gentlemen. Look at this guy. He's not even bothered with it. Whoa! And this is what I was talking about. The truth is much more frightening. Yes. Oh damn! Get him, Artyom! And yeah. So what's happening here? Are the critters truly men? Are the Dark Ones playing tricks on my mind? Did I just slaughter my comrades? I don't know. I don't know. Oh good lord.
Artyom, wake up, Artyom.
Or was it all just
It's
a
me,
nightmare?
Khan. Nightmares, eh? No wonder, after all you've been through. Listen, I have incredible news. A couple of days ago, I was near the ruins of the Dark One's hive, and I saw one of them, still alive. I immediately set out to find you, as you were the one they tried to contact, before you launched the missile strike against them.
Khan, how the hell did you get here? Get out, now!
So I remember
Yes,
doing
Ullman,
that.
one moment. If a Dark One has survived, it is vital that you try to speak with it, Artyom. I realize that as one of the Order now, you report to Miller. But we must persuade him to allow this mission.
Khan, I told you to get out! This is a classified base. You shouldn't even be here. I'll take you to Colonel Miller. Follow me, Artyom.
Get ready, Artyom. I'll be waiting at the exit.
Good.
Move it, you windbag.
I don't know. I think I vaguely remember Khan.
During the last year of his life, he had to eat, drink, and breathe for a time.
All right. Now this is certainly a familiar set. I grab my lighter. I get my map and all that jazz, or my notepad, I guess. Kill the lights. Play some terrible music, and we'll set off
Found
here.
this place a while ago, but I still can't get used to it.
Strange place, this D6.
Привет, Artyom. Artyom was one of the men who found D6. They gave him a ranger's badge on the spot.
Of course they did.
It's nice for him.
They recognized my greatness.
Well, anyway, where were we?
All right. I'm just gonna be moving on here. See, we got some. There's tomorrow's soldiers today. Yes.
Discharged last week, so his squad is sent through the marshes.
All right. So we're just heading to the armory at this point.
Hello,
Getting
Artyom.
supplied with some
Welcome to the
arms.
armory. I hear you're a ranger now, huh?
Of course.
You must get a drink sometime to
Oh,
celebrate.
good, we
For
will.
now, let's get you equipped. So, first things first. You're going to need a gas mask. You can't make a step on the surface without a gas mask. It's been 20 years and the radiation's still strong enough in some places to boil water. There are hotspots down here in the metro, too. Don't forget filters for the mask. Sure, it looks cool enough even without these, but they definitely make it better for your health. Now medkits. Well, what can I say? Anything you need for survival in a stylish orange case. Here's your advance salary for this month. Remember, your pay is in military-grade rounds. Sure, you can use them as usual ammo for some hefty extra damage, but saving them to buy guns, attachments, regular ammo and equipment for merchants anywhere in the metro seems like a smarter move.
Good. Good. And the thing that baffled me is I don't know how to... I mean, well, you can see my mouse wheel here. That's kind of like my, my grenades, my throwing knives. Claymores are in there as well. I don't know how to... I can't remember how to swap ammo in and out of a weapon, though. Like, different ammo types. Obviously, that high-quality match-grade ammo, or military-grade ammo, or whatever the hell he called it. That's what you want to be using.
All right.
For the
Good stuff, huh?
most damage.
Let's get you some guns. Take the ones you want and try them out on my range.
Good. And here we go.
The range
I liked
usually
this.
carry up to 3 weapons, Artyom, and the choice of those is completely up to you.
And I might as well just go with...
Shotguns are always good for stopping power at close range. Just don't go trying to snipe with one.
go with what I grabbed last time. And let's see here.
Good choice.
Customize this sucker with a, I think I'll throw this, no, I don't want that on there. I want the silencer. And that looks good. And as far as this one went, I grabbed the, this right here, the Valve. This rifle made in the Metro by skilled gunsmiths. Is extremely accurate and powerful, a truly great long-distance weapon. Give it here.
Make sure you take a close-range weapon with that one. Rifles are good for long-range targets, but you don't want to get caught with your pants down or something. All right, Artyom, head over to my range and try out those guns. Come back if you want to try a different gun. What are you aiming at?
Hey, Artyom, put on a show for me, huh? Try out the rest of the weapons you chose.
Alright, here we go. Shotgun first. I don't know about having the scope on here, but it certainly does help.
Good shot. Now shoot the opposite dummy. Notice the difference? It's going to take more bullets to penetrate your armor. Look for sparks to know when you're an armored target. Try a headshot.
The old headshot, eh? Fine. Beautiful.
Notice the difference? Those are the basics. You can keep practicing if you want.
Or head on up to Miller Creek.
Yeah, you know what? Wait a second here. Look at all this ammo. Ho ho ho! One more try. One more try. I'll tell you, that gun's got some serious stopping power. One more with the Kalash here. Oh, beautiful. Alright, let's roll. I'll tell you, I was really impressed with the gas mask in this game.
The base is clear. It leads the
From what I saw of it early on, a great effect for anybody who's played this. You know what I'm talking about, you know. It's just spectacular.
Expert on hell and its denizens?
Pay no attention to this clown, Alex. Open the gates.
Have you heard about Lesnitsky?
What are you talking about?
Check with the guards at the lab.
What the hell did he do? All right, let's go.
The tombs of ancient kings were filled with whatever they might need in the afterlife. Weapons, gold, chariots. They'd sacrifice their wives and slaves to serve their lords.
Oh, Khan, shut up and get on the elevator, sir.
Reminds me of this bunker.
Cut that shit out.
This guy's in complete agreement with me.
The things in D6 are like what the conqueror took with him beyond the grave. Gold steel, and wild steeds, and treasures untold. Of course, the Tomb Raiders would always die horribly, killed by demons.
Goddamn history
and
lesson.
ghosts.
I just want to fire my gun and kill things.
Khan, will you shut up or what?
Look at the look he gave him.
I heard that Lesnitsky did something. What happened?
Nobody knows. Lesnitsky was at the lab. When the next shift came, the door was open, and the lab ransacked. Lesnitsky was gone.
Shit! So, what's inside?
Chemical weapons, maybe some other shit. That's all I heard.
God damn it. The Colonel's going to tear me a new one because of Lesnitsky. A red-hot poker right into my soul. If I still had one.
Alright. You know, I have to admit, the game looks good from what I've played of it so far. The characters,
We might
the
control
NPCs,
T6,
the
it's
you know,
like
the
a
character
damn city
models,
down there.
they always,
All the bunkers, the
they look a
nooks,
little
the crannies,
plastic
the
and,
exits.
and just,
Still,
I don't know,
they base the order
plastic
green
and
to find
sweaty. Like they're melting away down here, I don't know. At least Khan and this fellow did.
Miller ordered all our men assembled here on this base. Let's hear what he has to say at the assembly. I have a bad feeling.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Kerman, take these guys to Miller. They've been summoned.
Yes, sir.
All right, go on in. I'll wait here. When you've gone, I'll speak to Miller.
Good. We rolling out here, Khan? Or is it history lesson number 2?
Come on in. The Colonel does not like drafts.
The bombing of the Dark Ones may have been humanity's worst mistake. What if they meant us no harm, but were trying to communicate? Perhaps the severe pain and loss of consciousness suffered in their presence just meant we were incompatible. Machines with different wiring. But somehow you, Artyom, have the common wire. The connection with the Dark Ones.
I'm the missing link.
Yes.
Khan, yes.
People died at exhibition. Your home station. Hunter, the best of the Order, is most likely dead as well. And he taught you this. If we don't fight for our lives in this new world, we'll be devoured. It is the law of evolution. But I would argue, the old laws no longer apply.
True enough, sir. True enough. So, the one thing he made mention of was the bombing of the Dark Ones. And I'm pretty sure that's how the last game ended. I remember climbing the top of this building to try and, I think, launch the bombs on them. Or detonate them. You know, something like that. So, this is kind of picking up where that left off. For those of you who haven't played either of the Metros, right?
All right, Artyom. And you, Khan. You have something to report?
Yes, Colonel.
Let's keep it short, then.
I located the surviving Dark One at the gardens.
What? One of those things is still alive?
Luckily, yes.
Luckily?
Come, this is utter madness. The Dark Ones were the greatest threat the Order's ever faced.
Colonel, just give me a chance. A single Dark One is no threat. Artyom has a gift. I believe he can establish contact with the creature. Let him come with me.
Khan has some serious faith in me.
Artyom.
Yes.
Go with Khan to the gardens and locate the Dark One. I'll send a sniper along. My best. Anna.
Yes, sir.
Why would we need a sniper?
To eliminate the creature and finish the Order's job.
Miller, you can't! It's murder!
Restrain him!
It's more than murder at that
Idiot.
point. It's the
You're
last
making the
one.
same
It's
mistake
genocide.
We're done here. Escort Khan out of here.
Khan has some interesting views
Artyom,
here.
It's your last chance for forgiveness! For getting rid of the nightmares! Ah!
Clearly, Khan believes that they're simply
Forget
trying to
about
communicate, you know?
Looks like he got close. Too close to the creature and lost his mind.
Maybe.
Look here, Artyom. Complete the mission and get back here quickly. A war is coming, and I'll need every ranger at his post. On your way.
So, what are you waiting for? Come along, Rabbit.
Artyom, if it's true that the Dark Ones can sense you, maybe you could draw it out from hiding so Anna can have a clear shot.
Sounds good there,
But do me a
Colonel,
favor.
Captain,
Don't
General,
let
sir.
the Dark One get into your mind, or Anna will have 2 targets. Is that understood?
Completely, sir.
We now suspect Lesnitsky was a sleeper agent, but we haven't verified who's running.
I guess he's not talking to me
Your
now.
job is to intercept him before he delivers this.
Let's see what we have here. I do like to read things. Note 1. I must do what Hunter demanded of me, what Miller ordered me. Okay, that's Miller, that's right. What Anna expects of me, Anna, the woman I'm with. I must prove to them all that I deserve to be one of them. To be one of the Order's fighters, to dedicate my life to the protection of humanity. The protection of the Metro. This mission is tailor-made for me. I'm the only one impervious to the influence of the Dark Ones. Perhaps I was born to rid humanity of them once and for all. And now I am one step from fulfilling that task. So why am I so uneasy?
Understood.
Well, you're in the presence of pure beauty. That's why you're so uneasy, sir. Anna, my dear.
Don't tell me you believe that bullshit about making peace with the Dark Ones. I wish
Why is
I
it
had
so
been
unbelievable?
up in that tower myself to see the missiles fall and watch them burn in their nests.
Oh, you seem like a real pleasant one.
Come on, Rabbit. Would you let those things into the Metro? Let them crawl into our brains so they could use us like animals. Maybe we could mate with them so the children could live on the surface and feed off the radiation. Shit. You don't shake hands with the devil.
So says you, my dear. I like how she calls me a rabbit.
Alright, hop in like a good little rabbit.
Good, good. Where would you like me to hop into, my dear? Yes. That's the question.
Well, we've worn this place out. Let's move.
Dig myself a little rabbit hole between you. No, not gonna say it. Keeping it clean.
Just a year ago, I stood on top of the TV tower and saw missiles rain on the botanical gardens, turning the flesh into ashes, smelting metal and glass. Nobody and nothing could survive that inferno. Yet Khan did find a Dark One there. Now my mission is to find and eliminate it. To finish what I started.
Good. Quick little rundown there. I don't know if I agree with this. Khan certainly doesn't.
In the past, trains were ordinary things. But now, this monorail seems magic, doesn't it? Our kids won't know how to operate these things. And their kids will probably think this was built by the gods.
I don't understand why.
All right, we've reached the station.
As humans, we do have a tendency to pass our knowledge on to the next generation, Anna. I suppose you would just simply like to blow them all up! Warmongering wench!
I'll try to put some juice in the system and get the lights on. Use your flashlights in the meantime.
Who's that on the radio? Is that
Right. You ready?
Is that Miller?
Let's move.
I'd like to know who the players are, you know?
Watch yourself. The doors are closing. Good luck.
Yeah, we'll need it. Didn't you and my father take the monorail when you went out to fire the missiles at the Dark One's nest? That's a good sign, Rabbit. Maybe we'll have luck with this mission, too. Power's working. Open the gate. I'll cover the passage.
I'm on it.
Great. You did fine after all.
Oh, she certainly doesn't think too highly of me. Figures I'm gonna mess up flipping a goddamn switch.
All clear. Move out.
Good. Get moving then. Let's get the lead out. Advance, Anna.
All right. The map shows a collector entry point ahead. Move. I'm following.
Okay. She's on my 6, keeping an eye on my backside. I'd like to be on her 6, keeping an eye on hers.
Go right. There's a dead end on the left. Something alarmed them.
I'll tell you, I ventured left last time, and just a truly disturbing image here. Look at that. Ugh. Anyway, let's go.
Shit, that thing's fast. I don't think we'll run into anything serious here. Great. The ladder. It's just a little more walking. Then we'll see if you're rabbit or man.
Gonna head around here for a second. There's some pretty big spiders. Look at that mess. There we go. Burn down some of these cobwebs. There's a little something over here. Yeah, I got some ammo, some cash, and we get this as well. But maybe the Dark Ones aren't the reason for this. It's troubled times we live in. The whole order is humming like a beehive. Once created to safeguard the Metro against any dangers, it inadvertently introduced a new danger on its own. When we entered the tunnels of the D6 secret military installation and found the vast, sealed storage facilities, we thought we'd saved humanity. With the stockpiles of food and medical supplies stored here, with the functional reactor, we all could survive indefinitely and live to see the day when the radiation on the surface goes down and we were able to go back there and make Earth our home once more. I'm not sure, are all the notes kind of written from Artyom's perspective? I'm not even sure. Alright, gas mask going on. And I'll tell you, once we get up there, I really enjoyed... I don't remember the gas mask wipe effect being in the original Metro, and it looks really goddamn good, you know?
It's way out of your reach, rabbit.
Oh, what is this now? Getting frisky.
Give me a hand here.
Alright. I'll tell you, that moss looks spectacular. In the game world as a whole, you know, despite the destruction, there's a certain, I don't know, a certain beauty
Let's
to
go
it.
to the main entrance. There's a good shooting position there. I can cover a lot of territory.
Good.
You're supposed to be immune to their... what? Influence? Well, I don't have your gift. So hop along, rabbit. Head on in and look for the creature. I'm thinking that since the Dark Ones are so fond of you, it'll sense you, or smell you, or whatever the fuck they do, and come from hiding. Just try to stay in the open so I can cover you.
That right there.
We'll maintain radio contact. And if you have second thoughts, don't worry. I'll do it. Okay then. Good luck.
Alright. So, she doesn't have too much faith that after perhaps listening to Khan, doesn't have too much faith that I'm willing to carry it the task of putting a bullet between this thing's eyes. You know, and, well, she's there as backup. The sniper rifle. She's getting way the hell up there. She's quite the nimble one. Look at this. She didn't have a ladder or anything. It was a complete climb up the cracks in the stone. God damn. And this right here, this is what I'm talking about. It looks much better when there's a little bit of gunk on there, but little things like that just really immerse you into the experience, you know. Nice little touch. All right.
I'm in position. I can see.
Here we go. I mean, look at that. I love the way it streaks initially.
Wasteland. You guys sure did a good job here. This is strange. One could still be burning and I see some kind of movement. Get ready. On the
Alright, here we go.
Those aren't Dark Ones. They're Watchmen. I'm working on them.
Here we go. Our first minor challenge.
Another 3. Let's do it. Look, there's more in the reef.
Oh damn! I got a little lucky there.
Like
wasn't having much luck aiming down sights.
How are you?
I'm good.
Hey, you alright?
I'm fine. Fine.
Hey, Artyom. You're doing a decent job. Maybe you're more than a rabbit after all.
I like doing the little up and down hop when she calls my rabbit. Giggity giggity. Alright, what was she saying there? I barely heard her. I think I'll go to my shotgun.
Go left. There's a way around.
Alright. I think she's just kind of directing me through this rubble at this point. As we try and hunt down the Dark One. Took out the thugs.
I think I see it. About 13 meters from your position. 2 o'clock. There it is. Looks small, but it's definitely a dark. What's keeping you? Come on!
Oh, damn. Put a round in it.
How did it do that? Circle is from the left. It's still there. Target.
I'm getting a little low on my filter. He's about as wily as she is.
There's no way around.
Should I replace this? Yeah, I better replace the filter. Screw it. I saw him. I saw him climbing here. Not sure where he's gone.
Right. It's right above you. Watch out. Down.
Get over here, you little punk. There we go. Finally wrangled myself a Dark One. Looks like a little adolescent one or something. Little baby. I wish I remembered the first game a little bit more clearly. I'm sure all that would have made much more sense. Anyway, people, I think I'm going to wrap this first opening episode there. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you'll leave a like, show a little support for this series. And I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, remember why it hurts. Later.
Still warm. Guten Morgen.